Okay, dropshippers. So today, how to make your first $1,000 per day with dropshipping is the question. And that's what we are going to answer today. And I'm going to be completely transparent with you. I'm going to give you my honest opinion on what you need to do and what you need to focus on to make your first K per day. As you can see right here, we had a student that yesterday did 1.2K in sales, 3% conversion rule, as this is the dream of any beginner dropshipper, make their first $1,000 per day. It's an insane milestone, let's be honest, but isn't it? It is not very hard to achieve if you do the right things. Okay, so the first thing that I want to discuss with you is the product itself, because a lot of people, they get caught into watching a lot of YouTube videos and they're like, oh, but this guy said creative Facebook ads, TikTok ads, all of those things. But at the end of the day, if you don't have a great product, people won't buy. As simple as that. And if you have a saturated product, then the algorithm is not going to let you get a piece of the cake, because other people are spending thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, on the same product that you're launching. So they're not going to prioritize you. So if you don't have a great product, then everything falls down. There's a thing that um, I spoke with someone, and that person told me back in the days, you make the amount of money in drop shipping correlated to your product research. So the more product research you make, the more money you make. It's just as simple as that. And people are too caught up on websites, are too caught up on creatives, are too caught up on everything, when at the end of the day, a simple product can change your life. Obviously, afterwards that you found that product that it's making sales consistently, then you need to make sure that the rest is great to make as much money as possible from the product. As you can see right here, the client has a 3% conversion rate. So in order for you to maybe not have 0.5% or 2%, you need to have a clean, clear website. But at the beginning, it's all about the product. So don't be afraid to scale. A lot of drop shippers, and even me, I say creative, 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 creative is everything. But when you have your first winning product, the creative is not saturated. And it's not because you've been running the creative for 2 days, 3 days that it's going to be saturated. Take 2, 3 weeks to properly scale your product. Don't be afraid, and you'll start making a few $1,000s per day very quickly. Now, if it's been 2 months that you've been running with the same creative and you don't try to change the creative, you don't try to do something new, then your product is going to fade away quite quickly. But like I said, it's all about the product first, then you scale it. So you're not scared, you scale it properly, and boom, after that, you start focusing on the creative. And one thing, a lot of you guys, you come to me and you say, look, I scaled this product and it's not making sale. It wasn't a winner in the first place. A lot of you say, oh, my creative just died out. How your creative could die out if you only made 10 sales? That doesn't make any sense. If you tell me, look, Gilberto, I've made 700 sales, 1,000 sales, I could understand that your creative died out, but let's be honest, it won't die out after 10 sales. So that's a very important point. Step three is, to be honest, is one of the most important, because you need to understand how the customer think. What do they do? And if you understand that, what is going to happen is that you are going to understand where is your problem. So they see your ad and it grabs their attention. They land on your website and trust it. They add to cart and they check out smoothly. Boom, they buy. Okay, so let's go step by step. So they see your ad and it grabs their attention. Now, if you have a high CPC, if you have like a low CTR, high CPC, then it means that people are not connecting with either your creative or your products. As simple as that. So if your metrics are way too high, this is your problem. They land on your website and trust it. If you have sales quite consistently, you're maybe not profitable, but your conversion rate is like outrageous, like it's just not doing well. It's not like here, like 3%. then what does that mean? It means that your website is not trustful enough. So people, they like your ad, they click on it, but they don't trust your website. So you need to refocus on your website. Now they add to cart and they check out smoothly. So they add to cart, they see a pop-up, something happens, and you have a bunch of add to cart, but almost no purchases and a very, very horrible conversion rate. Then if that happens, it's because the checkout process is not smooth enough. Maybe you've added an upsell upfront when they click on the add to cart. Maybe you've triggered some type of email sequences. Make sure that it is as smooth as possible. And boom, they buy. So they put their credit card information and they buy. So this is what I tell myself every single time when I see like I'm not getting enough sales or I'm not profitable or there's a problem somewhere. I look at those 4 points and I'm like, okay, great. And on here, I basically say, because this is boom, they buy and it's the end. No, it's not the end, because if I see that boom, they buy, but I don't have a great average order value, so a great AOV, then on boom, they buy, after they buy, I'm going to add upsells. I'm going to add everything in order to increase my AOV. But yeah, those are the 4 points that I tell myself and that you should tell yourself. Okay, so final tips, keep it simple. So don't overthink it. Just do good product research, test product consistently on a weekly basis. Don't stress about being perfect. Your website doesn't need to be perfect. Nothing needs to be perfect. If you have everything at 80%, it's good enough. After that, you can maximize, and the little letter or grammatical error that you have on your policies, nobody cares about that. That doesn't matter. And just launch, test, and keep things simple and consistent. Look, at the end of the day, this business is all about finding relevant products for the right audience and consistently testing until something stick. If you're good at your craft, if you're good at what you do, you won't need to test much product. But if you think that you're going to spam test your way up, then it's just not going to happen. So overall, guys, if you want to achieve those type of results and more, because this is entry level results, if you want to achieve that, then what I'm going to tell you is that you need to focus more on product research. You need to keep the rest simple, clear, easy to navigate, easy to purchase, a simple description, whatever it is, but you want the rest to be as simple as possible. And I'm just telling you right now, if you're not doing it, then it's just not going to work. Why? Because you guys are too lazy to do this part. Me and my brother, every single time that we have new students or that we have people sending us products, 90% of the time, we know right away if you're doing great product research. Why? Because we do so much product research on a daily basis that we saw everything. Like, it's been 8 years that I've been doing drop shipping. Do you know how many products I saw in my career? And this career is still going. How many products I'm going to see in 10 years? So I've seen so many products that it's like, oh, your product is old as hell. It's not going to work, or this product or that product. And every single time that a student is able to impress us and tell us like, oh, I've never seen this, like, and we react this way, then it's highly likely a good sign that they've been doing good product research. And everything starts with this. I'm telling you, if you don't have this, like, it doesn't matter if you have a great name in your store, if you're the best at running ads, nothing matters. This is everything, because the rest can be improved later on. But this, if you're making 0 sales, it's 0 sales. Like, there's no way that you're going to make go from 0 sales consistently to making millions of dollars. There's no magic. It's like your product either sells right away or doesn't sell right away. And that's the way that I see it. I've seen a lot of people saying like, oh yeah, but you can take an old product, revive it. Yeah, but those people that revive old products, it's because either they're lucky or they're investing thousands of dollars into reviving old products. That's not the way that I want to do drop shipping. I want to find the next new thing that can make me a lot of money, not some washed up product that everybody saw. So yeah, guys, this is the video of today. If you have any question, let me know down below. I'll be more than happy to help you with your venture. Any question that you have with ads, any question that you have with products, my brother will be able to help you. So wish you an amazing rest of the day. Take care and peace out.